plant an herb garden, and I'm going to track dates. Hey guys, welcome back to Creativity and Inspiration. Today we're doing something really fun, really simple. I'm about to plant an herb garden, and I'm going to track dates, when the seeds germinate, all of that, because we're starting from seeds in the egg carton, my little trick for germinating seeds. So I needed a little journal that I could record all the information in. I'm using this one. I love this cover. It was just a piece of paper that I loved. I coated it with packing paper, and the one little signature inside held on by a rubber band, which is my trick for keeping covers that I love. So we're going to use that. We're going to use the nature kit that I showed you that I got off of Walmart, maybe a month ago, maybe not quite a month ago. And we're going to use these items that we made in our magazine video. And I'm going to decorate this first page and then these two pages right here. So let's just get started. And this first page obviously will kind of be what I'm planting and the dates, or the seeds I'm planting and the dates. So I think what I want to do is use these little book type cards, library cards, and that came with the kit. And I'm going to use this little band, this little plain green part of the band for up here, like that, because I love pink and green together. That's why my house is pink and green. And we're going to do it like this. I'm trying to think how many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, 2 will be plenty. So what I'm going to do is make a little waterfall like that, and then put this across the top just to kind of cover it like that. And that's all I'm doing. For this, I think it's cute. It's decorated. Let's see. This is more part of the packaging. Because to me, junk journaling is using not only kit parts, but packaging. Maybe I'll put this at the bottom, this right here, as a little tuck spot, so they don't just flap around, maybe if I get in wind or something. Yeah, we're gonna do that too. All right. Still using Jeremy's scissors. This is just going to be an easy cut on the line. I'm going to save those pieces in case I need a little green somewhere. Okay. And because this is all going to flip, I'm going to use clear tape, because that is the easiest way to make everything flip. Easy. So there's the first piece. See, flips great. And I'm going to put the second piece. And then this piece has to flip too. So we're going to bring it down just a tad. Right there. Well, we could leave it like that. but I kind of like it with the green across the top. It looks finished to me. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip it this way and see if that's in a good spot, how it looks when I flip it back. Yeah, that's good. And then we're going to put a second piece on the top of this one. And then there we go. And then it flips, and then we can take this inside one off if we want, or we can just cut it with our scissors. And that way it will lay flat, but that gave me a way to see where the top one needed to go. There we go. Here we go. And there. Now it lays flat. There. See? Just like that. And then for this part down here, I'm going to cut just right here because I want that shiny gold piece. And then this part, I'm going to just come in and cut along this line a little bit. Right there. Like that. We'll put this over here. And then for this piece, we're just going to put it down here. Kind of like that. It'll be a little pocket and these will tuck into it. So let me get some double-sided tape. You could use glue if you wanted to. But I have this thin double-sided tape. And let's see where. Okay, so we're going to put it right here. And right along the bottom. Because this little decor is not meant to flip, it's just meant to stay in place. And then I'm going to put this like right here. And there we go. So that's the first page. This is just where I'm going to record all of the plants I plant. And that's like a little tab at the bottom that you just tuck it into. And that's packaging a part of the actual kit. Okay. Now let's turn it over and decorate right here. Now, for this, I kind of want to use maybe a sliver of this just as a page border, and I can write here, because remember, a lot of this is taking notes about how the plants are doing when they germinate, all of that sort of fun stuff. So you know what I need? I need a pocket where I can put the seed packets that are empty, where I can maybe cut them and store them somewhere. So I think I will put this, and I'm not going to, you know what, I'll make it a tip out, tip in so I can still use this for writing. Because remember, this is mostly a journal to definitely write a lot about the plants, how they're doing, how long it takes them to germinate, if they germinate, the brands that germinate, because I have two different kinds. So again, I'm going to pull out the Scotch tape. I'm going to line up my envelope with my edge. There we go. And then I'm going to put another piece No, that's good. There we go. Then in here, I'll put the empty seed packets, or I'll cut out the information, just the back side, and stick it down in here so I have it, so I can check and make sure they germinate when they're supposed to. Then I still have all this writing room. I could, if I really wanted to. Yeah, no, we'll just do that. Then on this side, like I said, we're going to take our belly band that we made and just make it a border. And it's going to be a border and a pocket, so I'm just going to cut it across the top. And remember, this is on cardboard, so it's very sturdy. We'll save this because we'll probably use it inside this exact journal farther down. Okay, and then this time I'm going to get out my thin double-sided tape again. And I'm going to do it on this side, this side, and this side. That way it'll also be a tuck spot. The only bad thing about double-sided tape is finding where it starts and stops. Boom. Boom. Okay, and then I'm gonna peel those off. Okay, and then I can put some of these to-do lists in here if I need to have something to remember. And I can still write all back here, and I can write all back here. Perfect. Okay. Let's see, what do we have on the next page? Okay. Okay, this page isn't usable for writing, so let's see what we've got. Okay, for this piece of paper, we're going to make a very simple envelope just by folding it up. I'm folding it right below those words. And I'm going to fold it. I'm going to stitch it. You could tape it or glue it on both sides. And then the little flap is right there because I don't have any envelopes. And I'm actually going to hook it onto here. And then I have oh, that won't work though. Okay. Well, we are going to make this an envelope. We'll save it for later. And what we'll do is we'll just do a cute little, this is a little tab or a little tag. We could, so I think what we're going to do with the memos, just so I can have a lot of, you know what? All right, so this is just going to be a page. It's just going to be there. This we're going to stitch across the top. Now, this we're going to make a page that flips up and down. right there, and then we can write on the back side, and then we're gonna write here, so we just need some little decor. We could keep it really simple and stitch a tuck spot up there. I still have lots of writing room. Plus, we could get some of the little tags in here and put under our tuck spot right there. I think that works great, don't you? And this is going to be a flip up. And then let's see. I'm just seeing how many more. And remember, the reason I'm worried about having writing room is because I'm going to be doing a lot of recording on these seeds, not only when I plant them in their starters, when I first see them, when I think they're big enough to germinate, what I planted, how long it's taking. So, and I do record a lot when I do gardens because I think you just have to. Okay. And of course, we're going to save the ends. Okay, this is going to be a tuck spot, so I'm going to put a little, oops, sorry. I'm going to put a little tape across the top, and then I'm going to put a little tape just down a little bit of the sides. Enough to where if I tuck something under there, it doesn't come off. So this is here, and then these can go up under there in case I need to mark something. This one, again, we're going to do the tape trick, guys. I know y'all might get sick of that in this journal, but I wanted to write right there. And I'll just flip it around and write. It doesn't bother me. I could do it on the side, so maybe we'll do that. But I could have done it at the top too. It wouldn't have mattered. There we go. Okay. There's just our little book page. This one flips out. And then there's our first page. Okay, and then we're going to come in here. And I'm going to sew my envelope, a very simple envelope. So I sewed it with green thread. I don't know if you can see. But very simple little envelope. And we're just going to hook it right there. And then you have, it can flip off or it can stay. You could paper clip it on if you wanted to. But this one flips out. You could actually tape it to this one and have like a little miniature tuck spot there, mini pocket. And then it would flip out, whatever you want to do. Okay, and we will decorate the rest of this in a few days. But I thought I would bring you along with me while I do this. Okay guys, so this is my seed tracking journal for my herb garden I'm about to plant. This is going to be a list of everything that I start in my little egg cartons. Then the next page will hold their information off their seed packets in here. I can write notes here. I can have to-do list if I needed to get something. I can make more notes here. This is from our magazine. On this side, I used the belly band made out of magazine images to create a page border, which I told you it could be multiple things. I have some little to-do list in case I need to do anything and need to remember. I can jot it down on those. Those go in there. Then on this page, I just have a text spot with some little tags. I can make a lot of notes there. Then this page flips out. I can write a lot of notes on here. If I print up some pictures, I could put them under there. And then I have a fun envelope I made that if I need it for something, I will just have the extra storage. And again, this is a flow journal, meaning the signature comes out. I can reuse the cover over and over, which I like to do when I love a cover, and I love that cover. This is the nature kit I got off of Walmart. And not only are we using the items that came in the kit, but we're using the packaging too. Guys, thank you for being here today. And don't forget, if you haven't yet, give this video a thumbs up and click the bell all so you'll know when new videos post. I have a great video coming for you on Wednesday. You don't want to miss out. So, yeah. If you like this video, don't forget, thumbs up and leave me a comment down below. Do you like herb gardens? Do you have an herb garden? How do you start yours? I'd love to know, from seeds or from plants. Take care. Bye-bye.